In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how to get on-demand reviews for your low-content books published through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dane, and on this channel I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, all in entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to get reviews for your low content published books through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in my computer and get into this. So like I said, getting low content book reviews for your self-published books through Amazon KDP. So the first thing I want to talk about here is quickly why people struggle to get low content reviews in the first place, because it can be a bit of a struggle if you haven't done it before. For those of you who have tried to get reviews for your low content books, you probably know or have an idea for what I'm going to say here. But the first thing is there's no review site or ARC site that caters to these types of books. That's kind of been the precedent since I started publishing, and it still kind of is to this day. It's very difficult to find somewhere to get these kind of reviews, advanced reader copy reviews on the internet, other than just kind of doing it manually through Amazon, which can be tricky when it comes to low content books. And low content books only come in paperback format. This is one of the main hurdles that people face when they're trying to get reviews for the low content books. So the exposure is a lot less compared to Kindle books, because when you have a book that has an ebook version, you can make it free and then promote that to people for them to leave a review. Even when people download a free book through Amazon, it registers as a verified review on their book. But with low content books, there's no Kindle versions, there's no ebook versions, there's no way to give people the book for free through the platform in order to get reviews. You have to get them to buy the book, which makes it a lot more challenging. And the competition and saturation of the low content space makes it harder for an average low content book to stand out compared to high content books. And I've said this many times on my channel before, but for the most part, don't get me wrong, some niches it's different, but for the most part, when it comes to low content books, it's a lower barrier for entry. So there's more people making them, making it harder for you to make yours stand out from the competition because there's more competition. And finally, something called reader inertia. Some readers may not think to review low content books because they don't consider them in the same category as traditional books. They might view them as tools or resources rather than literary works. Okay, and this is objective, but in my opinion, when people read a low content books, they're not really inspired or anything to leave a review afterwards. Whereas with a longer content book, this might not be the case. They might say, wow, this is an amazing book, I'm gonna leave a positive review. So those are the main reasons why people struggle. So let's now talk about the fix for this, because I'm actually pretty excited to talk about this one since there's not really been a fix before. But the solution to this problem is called BookBite, okay? And I've talked about BookBite before on the channel, but if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, BookBite is one of the, if not the first platform to introduce low content reviews through their platform. So they're gonna assist you in getting these low content reviews for your books if you're having a tough time doing so. So let's talk about how to do it properly. Here's how it works, okay? So step number one is sign up to the platform. There'll be a link in the description down below to sign up for BookBite if you're not yet. And you need to upload your low content / no content book files through their platform. So I'm not just gonna tell you this. I'm gonna walk you through a few quick videos that I've shown you, I've already recorded that are gonna walk you through how to do this properly. So let's get into step number one right now. So I've got the video up here now. Let's walk you through how to properly, once you've signed up, upload your book and submit it to BookBite for review before it can get. So basically BookBite is going to review the book once you submit it, and then you can submit the book for reviews on the platform, all right? Because they go through a vetting process every time you upload them to BookBite, just so no random spam books get put on there. So once you've signed up, you're going to see a screen that looks kind of like this. You're going to go ahead and go up to the book. You can see I've already kind of added it, but you'll see. Let me just pause this. So once you're uploading the book, all you have to do is type in the title for the book, the subtitle, and the author. Very straightforward parts. We'll move on to the next step here. And then once you've done that, it's gonna ask you whether or not you wanna do a free review. So people on the platform can review your book for free, or you can see right here, verified purchase. This will allow you to submit your book to BookBite, and then people will have to pay in order to review the book, which is gonna show as a verified purchase on Amazon. So a verified purchase obviously helps with your book get ranking and show verified reviews on the platform. So it is a higher quality review, but just keep in mind, if you do a verified purchase, the person that reviews the book is going to have to actually purchase it. So the process will be a lot slower to get those reviews. Whereas if you do a free / standard one, it can just be a free review, and the review will come quicker through BookBite. So you can see the two options there, and you can see you can choose which marketplace, and then you need to upload the EPUB, PDF, whatever file you have for your book. And you can see over here, I'm just going to mention is that on the platform, the highest you can charge for a paid review is $9.99. So if your low content book is higher than that, you're going to have to change the price before you can do a verified purchase if you want to do that verified purchase. And then below at the very bottom, you can see it's going to upload the cover. Okay, then you're going to click next at the bottom, and then it's going to bring you to this page where you're just going to have the Amazon URL. Okay, then you click then you're going to choose the genre, choose the category, and the genre obviously is going to be low content / no content books like we've been discussing. And at the bottom, just put in your book description from Amazon. Okay, simple as that. Then we're going to go next at the bottom here. And then the final part of the process to uploading your book to BookBite is these questions here. So you just have to answer those so that when people are choosing your book to review it, they get asked these questions, and it gives them more of an incentive to basically leave a review if it resonates with them. And this is also going to be a part of the vetting process when BookBite chooses to let your book on the platform or not. Okay, and then once that is done, you can go down to the bottom here and click submit for approval. And BookBite is going to review your book, and it's going to take maximum 24 hours for it to be approved or disapproved. And if it's disapproved, they'll give you a reason, and you got to go fix that. But most of the time, if you do all the steps that we just talked about, your book should get approved. So moving into step number 2 here is once your low content book has been approved by the BookBite staff, you can list it on the book library either as a verified purchase or free download, like I showed you earlier. So let's go ahead and show you guys what this is going to look like once they've approved it, so you know how to submit it to the platform. Okay. So once the book has been approved, it's going to look like this. Okay, you can see it says find reviewer top right, and it's going to show you the reviews down left here. So click on find reviewer. Okay, and then it's going to bring you to this page right here. So it's going to show you a preview of what you submitted earlier. And you can also leave a note. So for the person who ends up choosing your book to leave a review on, this will be a note that goes directly to them. You can say like, thank you for choosing my book, or whatever you want to do. So once you've left the note, you can see there's two options down here. There is the free / standard option, and then there's the verified purchase. So if you wanted to do the free standard option, you can see it only costs 1,000 coins. It's a little bit less. So again, the currency on BookBite is coins, and you pay coins in order to get your books reviewed, and you get coins for reviewing other people's books. Now, if you're going to do free standard, you can see there is a turnaround time. And if you want it to be quicker, you're going to have to pay more coins. You can click 2 days, and that's going to be the timeline for getting that review. On the other hand, if you wanted to do verified purchase, you can see the timeline is a little bit longer since you're actually asking someone to pay for the book. It definitely requires them to have a little bit more time because not everyone has Amazon Prime. So if they order your book, it's not going to come in time. So you need to give them a little more time. It's also going to cost you a little bit more, but again, that's going to get you that verified review. So it's up to you which one you want to choose, okay? And then finally, after you've chosen your option, you can see at the very bottom here, there's going to be the marketplace. So if you're .com, go .com. Book URL, make sure you put the URL to your book once again. And finally, at the very bottom, you can choose how many reviews you want. And when you type in the amount of numbers, it's going to give you the total cost in coins, what that's going to be, okay? And then you can click on Find Reviewer after you've chosen that. You can see the coins going up with the number of reviews. Find Reviewer, okay, and boom, your book has been submitted to the platform to get reviews. And once you've done that, you can see you'll be greeted with this page here where you can kind of have an overview of how your book is doing on the platform in regards to reviews. So moving into step number 3 here, you can then expect review requests to come in, and that is when you can accept or reject those requests, okay? So the nice thing about BookBite is if someone requests to review your book, it's gonna ask you whether or not you're gonna let them request or let them review it. And it's gonna come in as a bunch of submitted answers to questions that you have, that BookBite automatically has for them to answer. So if they answer those questions kind of nonchalantly and not very good and just kind of spam it, then obviously you're probably gonna say no. But if someone gives you good answers and thorough things, like they actually wanna review the book, then you can accept it, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like quickly here. Okay, so when someone is finding your book to review, this is what it's gonna look like. Basically, they're gonna go into the book library, and this is what you can do as well to earn coins. And they can go ahead and sort it by low content books. You can see there's a low content option, and then they can scroll through and figure out which book they want to review. Okay, so this is how someone would find your book once you've submitted it to the platform. And you can see there's many different pages. There's many other people utilizing this service right now. And you can also go by verified or free standard, so you can see which ones are doing a verified purchase, or you can just do a free review. Okay, so once someone finds your book, they're gonna click into it. It's gonna show a page that looks just like this one here. Okay, you can see how it's going to look. It's gonna show you the word count, all these different things. And when they do request a review, you can see there's those questions that I just mentioned. They're gonna have to answer those questions, submit that, and then you're gonna see that on your end, and you can approve or decline the reviewer. Finally, moving into step number 4 here, once you've accepted the review request from the anonymous reader, they will read your book and leave a review within the indicated time frame. So this is what that's gonna look like on their end. So once someone has requested your book, it's gonna show up in their back end like this, and they can click in and you can see the whole book here. It's gonna show them the word count again. It's also gonna show them the time frame that they have in order to leave that review, and then they can download the book if it was the free option. All right, and obviously the difference, again, if they did a verified purchase, this timeline would be a lot longer and they would have to click the link to the book and buy it, leave the review, and then they'd be done. And then once that's done, they can go ahead and say, I've downloaded this book, and they can go, I've submitted the review. Once they've left the review, it's gonna look like this with the stars, okay? And then they can click submit. So overall, this process is very simple, straightforward. And if you're someone who has a low content book, in my opinion, it's probably the best way to get reviews for that low content book right now. Finally, why is this game changing? So more on what I just said, you now have a viable option to get reviews on your low content books. Before, this was something that was very difficult and not many people, well, pretty much no one had this kind of on-demand option. But now BookBite offers this for you. So reviews are usually one of the biggest stumbling blocks for low content publishers. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be like that now. And the review site works on a vetting process, like I said, so you can accept requests from experienced low content readers / publishers who are more likely to leave you a positive review and genuine feedback, right? You can avoid the spammers. And finally, the platform has a 14-day free trial. So if you want to give it a try, again, the link's down below. You can give it a try and see how it works for your books. Like I said, free 14-day trial down below. There is a link in the description to give BookBite a try. If you're someone who has low content books right now and you want to get reviews on them, this is definitely the best way to do it current time, okay? One last thing I want to show you guys. Just going to show you guys that BookBite also has a new plan they've introduced at the very bottom here. You can see there's this $5 per month starter plan. So this allows you to basically get a feel for the platform, kind of read reviews, see how all this stuff works. Listen and review other people's audiobooks. You get to earn coins as well. So if you want to just kind of start building up coins before you go all in on one of these plans over here, you can definitely do that and read reviews. But the starter plan, obviously, you're not going to be allowed to upload your own books. You can't upload audiobooks. You can't request reviews for your books or request reviews for audiobooks. So the $5 per month plan is just to give you a taster, kind of build up coins. And once you have enough coins, you can always switch over to the audiobook plan, the unlimited books, or all books. So if you want to do audiobooks and regular books, you can upgrade to the $29 per month plan. So just wanted to show you guys that before we end it off here. So guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my quick little tutorial about how to use BookBite to get low content reviews for your low content books, because it's very difficult to do if you're not utilizing a platform like the one I just showed you. So again, guys, if you want to utilize it, there's a link down below in the description to BookBite. You can get that free 14-day trial and you can start getting low content reviews because it's very difficult to do otherwise. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. If you're someone who's brand new to self-publishing and you're looking to get into it, I do have a 100% free Facebook community that you can join. It's one of the links down below in the description as well. And when you join that community, you're gonna get access to a 5-step guide to getting started with self-publishing, okay? So if you wanna get in there and get started with self-publishing, whether you're brand new or you're experienced, there's tons of people in there answering questions. I'm in there all the time. Click the link down below. It'll take you to the Facebook group. You can join it and I'll see you in there. Okay, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, if you did, make sure you drop a like on the video, hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos, and hit subscribe so you never miss a video. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.